Actually, I think the problem is from the foundation. I mean, the
Okay.
relationship ought to be defined from the beginning. Why will you be
Okay.
dating somebody and you won't have conversations like when we get married? Even you fantasize about it. I mean, you
Mm.
just say, imagine that we do this. Imagine we did this. Okay, you can just even questions like, how many kids would you want us to have in the future? And
Mm.
consciously or unconsciously, you will observe from your partner, like maybe they are comfortable with that kind of question or they are not comfortable
Mm.
with that kind of questions. One way or the other, partners will show signs that, okay, I want to go to that level with you. People
Mm.
sometimes people date for reasons such as, okay, for a lady who is getting um economic benefit from a guy, she might just decide to stick with the guy, pending the time she'll be able to stand on her feet. And the guy who have a different intention towards the lady will be thinking, okay, I found the one, I found that. Why for the lady she just be like, no, 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 I can't settle for this kind of person. I think everybody just needs to have these deep conversations with their partner. You need to be able to
Yes.
just see, I mean, observe. It is a relationship, and you are planning for something that will last for a lifetime. And I think
Mm.
people should learn to communicate them more in a relationship. That's the solution to that now.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Kenyan. Miss Grace, ma, would you like to add to this, ma? Do you think someone who is in a relationship but then is not ready for marriage, do you think is a weird thing? Yes, ma. Okay, we can hear you now, ma. Kindly unmute yourself, ma.
Sorry. Good
All
evening,
right.
everyone. Sir, good
Good
evening, Ma.
evening, ma. Good evening.
Ah, it's a very interesting topic because yeah, sometimes it could fall on the side of the lady and sometimes it could fall on the side of the guy. Right?
Mm.
That's why some people feel that oh, they've been in a relationship for like 4, 5 years, the guy is not saying anything, and they start wondering, oh, is it playing me? Is he seeing other people? No, I could just be that the guy is not ready, probably financially, maybe some even mentally, probably they are not ready. But because they
Mm.
spend their time discussing things that are not so relevant, right? The lady would not be able to get that piece of information from the guy. And I think it's also a state of guys ensuring that when they are in a relationship, they are as open as they can be, right? I'll probably use the word maybe be vulnerable when in a relationship, right? Because this person is someone that should be your best friend. It should be someone that you can trust. It should be
Be
someone that
vulnerable to that person. Yes. With you, ma.
yeah, it should be someone that you can put like life matters in the person's hand and the person will be able to handle it wisely, right? So
Mm.
that's why as much as possible, in as much as guys look at a lady's beauty, you should also look at her mental capability. Is she wise enough? Is she able to, act reasonably when situations are thrown at her? Do you
Mm.
understand? So some guys
Yes,
feel,
ma'am.
oh, probably ladies, what do they know and anything like that? Why would they discuss such a thing with the lady? Or maybe they think it to make a lady see them as being weak. But if the lady is wise, they think that okay, what do you need to put in place for you to be ready for
Mm.
marriage? And I'm saying on both men and women now, right? The guy
Yes, ma'am.
can also ask the lady, what do you need to put in place for you to be ready for marriage? Do you need to listen to messages? Do you need to read more books? Do you need to go for therapy? Do you need to, in what ways do you need to invest yourself to prepare you for, marriage and everything? And some people, it could just be the fear of what they see on social media that is not making them feel like they are ready for marriage and all of that, but putting certain things in place like asking the right questions, going through certain stages, counseling also is very important, could help the lady, right? So it's not wrong to feel weird. I mean, some people just have a rush of so many thoughts when they feel
Mm.
like, oh, maybe he has proposed or he's already talking marriage. How will I handle it? Am I ready? Do I really have what it takes? How's it going to go? Like, all that kind of thing we start throwing. Some people even start thinking hope is like financially capable enough, like things are expensive now. Will I be able to manage? So many things. Some like where we even move to, where we live. It could be a whole lot of thought process for the lady and also for the guy.
Mm.
That's why they really need to sit down and be able to discuss these matters with each other. Like, okay, this is what I was thinking. Oh, so what do you think? How are we going to move? Where are we going to stay? What's the financial plan? Is it a joint account? Is it
Mm.
individual account? How much will we put into it? All those kind of things need to be discussed to better prepare both parties. And if you see that he's
Exactly.
talking A and you're talking Z, probably you need to look at the situation very well before going on with the marriage. Like they will say, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. And
Yes.
interestingly, if you listen to so many counselors, it's tiny, tiny things like this that kind of break homes and everything. So I'll say it again, it's not wrong for him or her to be feeling like they are not ready for marriage, even if they're in a relationship. But I would
Mm.
say they should discuss their fears as much as they can and see how they can help each other through the fears. Thank you very much,
Mm.
ma.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. Like this is amazing. Mr. JD, will you like to add to this? Will you like to add to this? Is Mr. JD with us? Will you like to add to this? You can unmute your mic, sir.
I'm with you. Okay.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sure, we can.
Now, the problem is this people enter into relationship for different reasons. And one
Mm.
of my biggest thing I think against why you enter into relationship is the point of being acceptability. People want to enter into relationship because they need someone to talk to. All my friends are having boyfriend or girlfriend. I need to have one too. I think I'm in the age bracket of getting married, so I need to have someone to know. Those reasons are wrong from my own assertion. Why I said they are wrong is this. Before you get into a relationship, you should be sure that you're ready for marriage. Like, why would I go to the river or to the pool if I don't want water to splash on me? Why will I enter into a relationship if I don't have it well defined? That's the first thing we should look at it here. Now, I want to get into a relationship. I should check that, okay, as a man, as a woman, am I psychologically ready? Am I mentally ready? Am I financially ready? Do I understand myself? Because if you don't understand yourself, no other person can understand you. If you don't understand yourself, no other person can understand you. You don't love yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. So I think you should first of all find yourself. Finding yourself will be easier to find somebody that align with you. Remember because alignment of purpose really matters when it comes to relationship or marriage. If I'm going
Mm.
to, for example, if both of us are at point A, and then I'm going to direction B, while you are going to
Mm.
direction, we don't have anything in common. We shouldn't. If not, we will be clashing. Now, so I believe first things first, understand yourself, love yourself, know what you want to get or put into your marriage. Then that is the only
Mm.
way you can put another person into yourself. Because I used to hear people say, I want the best man for me. I want the best woman for me. The question is, are you best the best person that you're looking for? We can only attract
Mm.
our kind of. So for us to get into a relationship, we should first of all define it, know ourselves, love ourselves, define our values, know what we want, and before we can get another person into our boat. That's what I think I can add for now.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir.
I hope you enjoyed this section. Don't worry, you will join us for more questions and answers. Bye for now.